This is PSVR Gamescast Live, where we film live every Tuesday afternoon, and then we bring it to YouTube live as PSVR Gamescast Live. That was so yesterday, so not today.
No.
Today, Viewer Takeover, when we let you, the loyal Gamecats, let you take over the show. As always, my name is Brian Paul, and to my right, your middle, something Desra, this way, strange. I don't think that's right at all.
That works.
It's
like
Desra.
it.
Hello.
And to my far right, your normal left. I always think just because it's my far right, it should be their far
They're
left.
far right, yeah. The left.
I don't know, something. It's the Sofa King. It's Jeremy King.
They're probably watching on their phones, so it's like this big, so we're all pretty much in the center anyways.
Right.
Just head on. It's right in front of you. It's all of us. And every week on Viewer Takeover, we scour the videos, we scour the comments, and we let you take over the show. But let's thank some people first, including that awesome Viewer Takeover introduction where we got blown the fuck up.
Yeah, it's a little passive aggressive there, or just
Very
straight
angry.
up aggressive, really.
Thanks Nerfenstein.
Right? A missile. What kind of missile was that?
A big one.
Patriot?
It was a real big missile.
It was.
I don't think it matters once it's blown you up.
I know, right? I'd like to know, though.
So thank you, Nerfenstein, the girly gamer, for sending us that awesome Viewer Takeover introduction. The first in a series of Viewer Takeover introductions that we don't actually see the viewer in the video. Guys, come on now. If you want to send your Viewer Takeover video to us and introduce a future Viewer Takeover video, make sure you send it to withoutparole@gmail.com. But let's thank the people who keep this channel running.
Yeah.
Those are these people.
Down there.
These people down here. The loyal Patreon supporters. These are people who went to patreon.com/withoutparole.
Games.
And they're giving us $1 or more every single month, and we couldn't be happier about it.
So happy.
Like legit. Like we joke around about things and whatever, and we exaggerate and we speak hyperbolically. I just like throwing words in here until it works. But really, like, this channel wouldn't run without Patreon support.
Yeah. They would walk or crawl.
Yeah. How would I buy my ramen noodles and pizza?
You know?
Right? And coffee. So thank you guys very, very much. If you haven't considered giving us $1 a month, you really should, because we would love you so much for it.
Long time.
But there's even more people, Desiree, that we need to thank, aren't there?
Yes. We want to thank those people who have followed the, the
Beauty and the Decay.
Beauty and the Decay.
Matt
I
the
totally feel
GameCat.
like,
Wow.
yes, who actually changed their name to something the GameCat in support of the channel. So, this week we have Delirium Drew _VR the GameCat.
Nice.
Bing. That's a good one, man.
Yeah.
DDVRTG. His nickname.
Pretty active on Discord too, by the way. Delirium Drew.
Yes, absolutely.
Darth
and also active in my Facebook Messenger. Hey, Andrew.
Darth Gamecats for the win! Exclamation
Nice.
point.
Wow, that is a great name.
That is.
Like, it would just be just Darth Gamecats would be fucking cool.
But DW.
For the win.
Gecko Man 11 the GameCat won. So is Gecko Man 11 the GameCat taken?
I don't know. Also, Gecko Man, is it like, are these supposed to be exclamation points?
Oh, maybe.
I don't really know, but
Maybe Gecko Man is just super popular, and he's just like, you know what? I'm signing up for one more social media. I'm just going to go for 11 anyways.
Yeah.
is Gecko Man a superhero?
Or he's 11 years
I
old.
don't
Wasn't
think so.
Gecko Man a game? Wasn't there Gecko?
There was
No.
Gex the
There was
Gecko.
Gex.
Yeah,
Gex.
absolutely. And also that thing that keeps trying to sell me car insurance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Gecko.
He got
And-
a British accent. Did he always, that character?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
They just
Gecko,
switched,
yeah.
maybe.
Even before it was sexy.
And then a happy fuzzy hashtag Game Lion.
Nice.
Oh, I think we know who that is.
Yeah.
Also, very hard to find in the comments because I searched for hashtag GameCat. Guess what didn't pop up, hotcakes? You.
Yeah. So make sure if you want us to find your name, give it a hashtag GameCat so we can find the fact that you went through the effort to change your name.
Yeah.
At this point, we're his bitch. Like,
Yeah.
he knows we're
Whatever
doing
he
this no
wants.
matter
Well,
what.
not just him. I mean everybody else.
We're everybody's bitches.
No, okay.
Is that the thing?
No, well, no, I was just saying if you want us to find your name.
Everything.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. If you change your name to GameCat, because of course the GameCats are the loyal following of Without Parole. There's a whole story about that, but it's, we tell it every week.
Every week.
Pretty much.
Every week.
Anyway, but what we do here every week on Viewer Takeover is we search the videos, we search the comments, we search fucking our Discord channel for hashtag Viewer Takeover or the Viewer Takeover section of the Discord channel, and then we copy and paste them into a Word document that changes all the periods to question marks, which is only sometimes true.
Which is
Yes.
fun.
And then we read it in that way because we think it's funny. But we think a lot of things are funny that you don't. So I'm really sorry about that. But starting off, let's check in with lots of paperwork. To know is to die _ the dead GameCat.
Wow.
Dead
The
GameCat.
dead GameCat.
Like, what a fucking
Maybe he met up with Nerfenstein also.
maybe.
Or maybe he meant like the Grateful Dead. Like that.
Or maybe he's just like dark and brooding and emo, and he's my new favorite person. He writes, if a third person, let's try that again. If a first-person shooter, if a third party made the 3dRudder, why is no one making move-like controllers with joysticks? #viewer takeover. I got to say something real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before the 3dRudder, I was out here every single week on the GamesCast on Viewer Takeover saying, well, if a third party makes a peripheral, no one's going to support it.
Yeah.
So we've been saying, well, that's why there's no third party. That's why there's no Mad Cats making analog sticks on move controllers.
Right.
But now it's like fucking game on,
Yeah.
right? Because 3dRudder is not a Sony thing.
No.
Right.
Like, so, and it's gaining a lot of traction. It's not even out yet.
No.
So what do you guys think? Why is no one doing this stuff?
I was kind of in Camp Brian until the 3dRudder. So I mean, we'll still see if there actually is the support, because it's one thing. It's like, okay, here's my hardware thing, but then the developers actually have to make it work, or you have to make your peripheral trick the operating system into thinking it's something that already exists.
Right.
Which, if you made a move controller with that, I don't know how you would do option A or option B. So yeah,
I don't really know. It's a good question.
Well, I mean, would any of these developers want to pick up something that maybe they feel overall is not really utilized too much? The move controls. I know in the VR world we're using them like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But is anybody else using them that much in flat screen games? Are they utilized too much anymore?
Yeah.
It's not.
So I don't know if it's if it's gonna bring them back a return. Maybe they're too afraid, and maybe Pelican or Mad Cats. I don't know why they don't jump on it. I don't know.
Mad Cats still exist. I said it.
I thought they
Yeah, I think
changed their
so.
name. I think they're
Yeah.
out there. They used to be poor quality, but then they became pretty good quality.
Interesting.
and then on the other hand, you have the rumors that with PlayStation 5 next version of PSVR, if they're releasing a move controller that has a thumbstick anyways, why am I going to do all the R&D to make this thing? Try to get all these developers on board to just have Sony release their version 6 months later.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a quick fix.
Yeah.
We're just sitting here like spitballing and speculating.
Yeah.
But the answer is we don't know.
Yeah.
We have seen patents for Sony's, for Sony having new move controllers.
Right.
We don't know if those are for this generation, but they're probably for next
Yeah,
generation.
and let's everyone cool your jets on seeing the patent. The patent just means they're covering their asses in case it ever comes out,
Yeah.
or no one else beats them to the punch.
Also-
In case a third party wants to make something like that, they could say, "Nope, we've got prior art."
Also, somebody posts the patent like every 3 days.
All the
Yeah,
time.
Right?
There's a new one.
We've seen it for over a year now. We're just like, no, we get it, guys. But yeah, it's exciting that obviously they're looking into it, if nothing else.
Yeah.
All right, we don't have an answer. It's the answer.
No.
So welcome to Viewer Takeover, where we just fucking shoot the shit.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we beat the 3dRudder into the ground, let's move on to a different topic with Duran Fan VR, the GameCat, on PSVR this week, who asks, "This is a real puzzling move regarding Sorento and the 3dRudder. Oh. Hopefully he'll reconsider it, as I could really see it adversely affect sales upon release of the game."
So this created quite a little controversy,
Whoopsie.
right? so I was on the 3dRudder page, and they published not only an article that said, exclusive full locomotion with the 3dRudder PlayStation VR Sairento. There's a whole article about it, and then they also made like a trailer that said full locomotion only available, and this was like 4 days ago. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, does this even belong in PSVR?
And that's the
this
video.
week?
Is that the video you used on this week?
PSVR this week.
All right. So
And
you saw it, folks.
Yeah, you saw it. And so it had been on their site for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't even news anymore. Like, I shouldn't even report on this. This is like old news.
Yeah.
No one's going to care about this. And I was like, but it's also, but I'm like, but I didn't realize it. So if I didn't realize it, other people didn't realize it.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, it's a nice little filler piece in this week. I'm like, we'll see who cares. And everyone cared.
Yes.
Right? And so it gets posted. Powell from Carbon posted this week to Reddit, the PSVR subreddit, and then other people jumped on that and started, posting the original article from the 3dRudder page. And like it took a couple hours, but then the Sairento people came out and were like, "This is not correct. This is wrong. Full locomotion is available with move controllers. Like, don't worry, blah blah blah." And then the 3dRudder people came out and said,
Well, actually,
this was a deal we had in place. This was information we knew, and to be accurate, we didn't publish false information. And of course, now we have to backpedal and follow Sairento's lead and say that it's an option and not not mandatory.
I just hope for somebody's sake that this exclusivity was just a handshake deal and not a contractual deal.
Yeah.
Because if it was contractual, then somebody's going to be in some trouble.
The sirens on our end. Sorry,
Sairento. Say siren.
Sairento.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm done.
It's it's a strange move. It's a strange move, and I think what we witnessed was exactly that. Was they were like, oh, it's been on the website for 5 days. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
And then people noticed. People paid attention, and they were like, and like every single comment was the same. There were only 2 people really that were saying something other than, well, I'm not buying this now.
Yeah.
Most every single person was like, well, I don't want to use a 3dRudder. I want full locomotion with the move controllers. I want to play this standing up because Sorento, fucking kind of cool ass game. But there were people in our comments, and I want to shout out 2 people specifically, John Johnson and the K-Locker.
Yeah.
Both of these guys apparently know what they're talking about and have played this on PC.
Okay.
Because they're saying very much that, like, don't worry about it either way, guys. They're like, one of them is even saying, fuck full locomotion in this game because that's not how this game is played.
Okay.
This game is played very, very much with an awesome, cool teleportation style, and that's the gameplay mechanic.
Okay.
So the fact is like, don't worry about it either way. It sounds like Sairento is going to be cool with or without the 3dRudder, with or without full locomotion. But the fact is you can play it either way. It's just an interesting story, and I'm very curious to hear if we ever hear what happened behind the scenes.
Well, yeah, because like when we first started talking about this game, it was the teleportation and everything. The game is developed and made more around teleportation, and then this was kind of like, wow, you can still freely move around, and I wonder if it was something where it was supposed to be an exclusive thing.
Right, just like a nice little bonus if you had a 3dRudder.
But that's that's bad. That's like saying, hey, if you buy macaroni and cheese here, you get cheese if you buy it over there. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna have macaroni with butter or macaroni cheese. I'm understanding what I'm saying in my head.
If you get it at Walmart, you get the white cheddar cheese version. But everyone else just has like the orange cheese.
I like the white cheddar.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like the faker the better. I like baked cheese.
Do you like the Annie's white cheddar shells macaroni and cheese?
Indeed, I do. Is Annie's the one with like the gooey pack?
No, that's Velveeta.
Gooey ducks?
I like the gooey pack, and I like the powder.
ducks.
I like all generic mac and cheese. I think it's all
I haven't had
fantastic.
macaroni and cheese in like
The brighter the orange, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
All right, I'm up, Asia. No, you're up, Asia.
I am.
People are up, Asia.
Hey, it's Nick. Nick Mulo, the GameCat, from the Discord server.
Discord.
Yeah.
Emphasis.
Hashtag viewer takeover. It's a thing. With the new Beat Saber DLC, there's bound to be a lot of talk about custom songs again. People always talk about Starship Disco being able to use custom tracks, but I haven't actually played it. Do you know what the difference is and why one allows custom songs and the other doesn't?
Didn't we just do this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Nick.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely.
Nick's a good
Nick,
cat.
Nick watches our shit. Maybe if anybody would know that, like, we talk about something, he would know. So yeah.
But yeah.
The easy answer is that no one's gonna buy Starship Disco, right? No one's gonna buy Starship Disco as a platform for future DLC.
Yeah.
No one's waiting on the first DLC drop for Starship Disco. Right? It was a cheap little game, which was a lot of fun, and I think the only selling point it had was that you could import your own music.
Yeah.
Right? Beat Saber is a phenomenon.
Yeah. And not only that, I mean, Starship Disco, it just did kind of an automatic, like, oh, there's a beat here, so we're going to, do it there.
Terribly good.
Yeah, and you'll notice, with Beat Saber, again, there is some amazing choreography. People put a lot of thought into where exactly the slashes are going to happen and so on. So right there's a big difference. And on the other hand, I think as you were getting to, Beat Saber is huge, and if you're huge and you have money, that means lawyers start sniffing around.
Yeah.
So
very true.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
It made me think, so that game, Starship Disco, where it was kind of like rigid. Then it popped into my head, what was that old fucking music video? And there was a song, and it had a girl and like some adults, and they kind of walk weird around the car, and then they would start to smash the car. Probably from the 90s.
Was that an Aphex Twin?
I was figuring like those movements and having Starship Disco, implementing it, and it being really lame, where it's like, okay, here, and it's just made me think of that video. I haven't thought of that video in like 20 years. I can't think of it. Fuck.
This is gonna be on my mind all day. God damn it.
Beat Saber can make millions and millions and millions of dollars on its DLC alone. So don't that's the answer. Money talks like that. No one was gonna buy. No one was gonna buy Starship Disco DLC.
Right. And that's the thing. Like Disco isn't allowing custom songs; it's allowing you to import your own music,
right?
Which is a slight difference, I think.
Yeah. Oh man, it's custom songs and Beat Saber is a whole nother animal. I'm up, Asia.
You are up.
All right. This is from Hugo. Oh, I should have read this.
Hugo Weeping.
Stiglitz. By the way, I need glasses? When did that become a thing? Hugo Stiglitz from the Red Matter. I wrote review wrong. I can't spell. Revau.
Maybe you do need glasses.
I do. And so Mavis Beacon teaches typing skills. He writes, what I don't understand is why games have the option to remove anti-aliasing. There are no negatives to using anti-aliasing in VR. Still baffles me that Firewall Zero Hour has the option to shut it off now. One of people's biggest complaints about PSVR is the resolution. Anti-aliasing is the only thing that can fix that besides super sampling, which is basically a better form of anti-aliasing. So there's no reason to shut anti-aliasing off. Period.
Counterpoint. End of sentence.
Counterpoint. I always turn anti-aliasing off.
More options is good. Yep. Do you like anti-aliasing? Some people don't. Having the option to turn it on and off is fantastic.
Anti-aliasing gives everything, like when the first thing I thought about Firewall when I first played it on launch night, I was like, this game looks great. Why is it so damn fuzzy? Right? All the edges are fuzzy, everything's fucking fuzzy. And then they gave me the option to turn anti-aliasing off, and I was like, oh, now it's got kind of that shimmer because it's, got the jagged edges.
Yeah.
But it looks super clear and sharp, and I can actually see my enemy from like across the room, and he's not just a blur within a blur. He's like actually... pixels. I can see you now, and you're dead. So in the same thing in Red, or I'm dead. I suck at Firewall. But same thing in Red Matter. That game before launch, when I played it for review, was super fuzzy. Like it looks really good even with anti-aliasing on. But man, when you turn that off and then you see like just how clear the game can look even with the shimmer, it's a preference. But man, you and I have opposite preferences, and that's why we have the option.
I mean, flat screen games, anti-aliasing on, like PC, I fucking always put it on. It did. I don't know. It just had a different effect. But yeah, in the VR, you want it sharp and clear, and I don't mind the jaggies. You want to see that definite in the beginning of things.
Yeah. When I think like Red Matter specifically, if I was trying to explain to something what anti-aliasing was, I'd show them Red Matter. Like that's thing and. Camera 1, camera 2, and like you wouldn't have to explain it anymore. It's like there's a difference. And also in Red Matter, I'd like to be able to read the stuff. With the anti-aliasing, it definitely makes it tougher. So more options is good.
I don't think I had any problem with text either way, because it's one of those things you just put right up to your face. It's good. But totally understandable.
Right, you have the Pro, which made a big difference.
That changes everything.
Yes, it really does.
Right, and then finally.
That's me. Yes.
You're up, London.
From Jiox on the Discord server.
Hey, Jiox, the GameCat.
Hello.
Nope, just Jiox.
Just Jiox.
Where's your GameCat moniker, dude?
Well, not on Discord, right?
I added it to Nick's.
Oh, okay.
Is Jiox not a GameCat? I don't know.
We'll find out. Is the PSVR without Parole crew going to be at PAX East again?
Look, I threw in a personal question at the end.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Would you like more details?
Those are the details right there.
Yeah.
Yes, and no.
Yes.
You're going.
Yeah, I'll be there on Sunday, and I'm gonna say this. I was first gonna say just kind of go sort of incognito and not really let people know, because I'm going with my daughter. Okay, and
don't be weird.
Well, exactly. I talked to her about it. She's like, "No, I'd like to meet people." So here's the deal. I will be there.
People.
Yeah, I will be there. If you bump into me on the show floor, absolutely come say hi. But my goal is to spend time with my daughter that day. Not that you people aren't lovely, but I want to spend my time focused on her and not like hands. So stop by, say hi, chat, shake hands. I'm probably going to bring a bunch of wristbands. I'll definitely give those out. But then let us go on our merry way. Yeah, that's basically it.
Don't throw them in the trunk.
Yeah, so she wants to meet some of you folks in the real world, and that's cool. So it's kind of her birthday present. So I'm saying, all right, let's do that. But don't be creepy.
My plan is quite the opposite.
Okay.
I'm going Saturday. I'll be there all day.
Yep.
I'm going prepared. I'm bringing a backpack. I'm bringing my Nintendo Switch. I'm probably bringing my Vita. If you guys want to play some Mario Kart, fucking bring your Switch too.
Yeah.
Like I'm basically doing PAX for the first time the way that PAX should be done.
Yes.
Usually I go and then I walk around. I get tired and I fucking leave. But I'm spending the day there.
Yeah.
Right. I'm bringing food. I'm bringing everything I need. I'll bring wristbands, sure, maybe pens, whatever we got around here. And and basically, anytime I get tired, anytime I'm sick of walking around, I'm gonna go find a beanbag chair because they're all all the sofas and stuff just lining the entire perimeter of the show.
Yeah,
and people are just hanging out playing video games, and I've never actually enjoyed that element of PAX.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to do that this year. I'm going to spend the day. You guys find me. I'll tell you where I am on Twitter, and we can all hang out and we'll have fun and we'll just roam like one big feral pack of GameCats.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take that fucking show down.
What
awesome.
weekend is it? When is it?
It's the last weekend in March.
Yeah, so
It's
the
coming up.
28th, 29th, 31st. Actually, no, it starts on Thursday this year, so it's the 27th, 28th, 29th.
I think I'm there the
31st.
30th and you're 31st.
31st, yeah.
And I got no tickets to go because I got to work. But I'm totally down if people are out and around and want to meet up after I get out of work. I would drive out to Boston and meet up. If you're still out there and people are there, I'll join.
I'm looking. There's an MC Frontlot show in Boston right after things end at PAX on Sunday, so I
didn't know
might
that.
be I might be hitting that.
That's kind of really cool.
Yeah, I got to talk to get an answer from people to see if it's going to be a all ages show because
people.
Well, it's like I don't want to send. Okay, Zoe, you go home. I'm going to go to this concert. You know,
Who is it?
MC Frontlot,
I don't know what that is.
the originator of nerdcore hip hop. Oh, you must
I
learn.
don't know what that is.
We'll educate him later.
All right.
There's so much work to do around here. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into Viewer Takeover. I know we didn't really even answer any questions, but that's what doesn't matter, man.
Yeah.
We're just here to talk and have
Just
fun.
doesn't matter.
It just doesn't
I
matter.
think we answered them.
We did.
At least the last one.
Did our best. Yeah, we're gonna be at PAX. Make sure if you have a viewer takeover question, you put hashtag viewer takeover and you put it in the comments somewhere, or go to our Discord channel and put it in the viewer takeover section. If you change your name to GameCat because you're awesome, hashtag GameCat somewhere in the comments, Jiox. And then also Hugo Stiglitz.
Yeah,
Stiglitz. Hugo Stiglitz.
Got to change that. Hugo Stigcats.
Also, hit us up on Patreon, patreon.com/withoutparole
Games.
Thank you very much, and give us $1 or more every single month, and we'll love you eternally for it. And then send your viewer takeover introduction, preferably with your face in it.
Yes.
Withoutparole at gmail.com. I've said it 1,000 times. I can't remember the goddamn email address. As always, I'm Brian. That's Jeremy, and that's Des.
Bye.
See you.
So many hands.
We'll see you yesterday for the live show that we're about to do right now.
Right now. Doom. Yep.
Was that the big red button?
That was no.
Who did you just blow up?
I didn't. I was. So it shuts
I
down the
think maybe
TV
it was like
screen.
another time travel thing. He actually hit the button that blew up the missiles that blew us up.
That'd be a weird.
Is
Time
the camera
loop.
still rolling?